Welcome to Breaking Blockchain. We are the Cryptards. Whales. Whale fail. I mean, that's not a fail by him.
It could be. Yes.
Applaud that guy.
We applaud you, Sir Whale. Even though we think that you're just the fucking Core 1 devs themselves, so you're not fooling anyone, you fags.
So this whale of a guy. So some dude has $127 million of Juno.
Woo! In one wallet.
Yeah, one wallet. So that's where we're at right now.
He's got other wallets.
So should we do like a timeline? Like tell him like what happened?
We can tell them what these fools say happened.
Yeah, well, we know that. All right, we'll tell you what we do know for sure. Atom, there's an airdrop for Atom holders and stakers, and
The Genesis Juno drop
right. So it was a 1-to-1 Juno to Atom airdrop
with a 50,000 Juno whale cap per wallet.
but people normally didn't know that. That was like insider.
Yeah. No one knew that.
Oh, I put this the wrong way. So there's a 50,000 Atom cap. So some guy had a shit ton of Atom, and he split it up. Is that right, Charles?
Nick Charles.
So he split it up, and he did a bunch of different wallets with only 50,000
Yeah,
Atom
like
in it.
30 or 40 wallets.
And
max amount at 50,000.
so he maximized his airdrop value.
Yeah.
And then he got all this Juno as an airdrop, and then he combined it all into one wallet.
Yeah, so he got leaked inside information, right? And he created 30 or 40 wallets, and he bought a bunch of Atom and put the max amount in each wallet. And then he got, millions of Juno from an airdrop. And then this dude who knows all this shit and is all connected and gets private information is dumb enough to send all the Juno to one wallet so everyone knows that they're all him and that he fucked the whole network.
Right.
That sounds reasonable.
Because if he didn't send them all to one wallet, you could be like, oh, there's just these 40 guys that had 30 to 50,000 Atom and got this airdrop.
$1.9 trillion released so far.
So
he could support the entire.
he got an
company
omnibus bill that's 3.1. Well, so he got a lot of like Juno from staking rewards. Obviously, he with what 2 million or 2.5 million Juno, he gets a pile every day, and then he was redelegating some of them, and then he undelegated, and then there was a proposal in October to take this dude's Juno. That failed. The proposal failed. So
There's a proposal now.
there's a new proposal.
So here's the proposal. This is the guy's wallet. This is not our wallet.
Yeah, this random guy that found out that you need to make 50 wallets and max them all out to get all this Juno airdrop. This guy that no one knows found out all this information. Right.
I think you're doing the air quotes too much.
I'm not doing it too much.
All right.
Come on, man.
So this proposal. So if you don't know what proposal is, basically on the Juno network,
Governance.
it's governance. Any user can just say, "Hey, I think we should do this," and then people can vote on it. If it's something stupid, it might not get passed.
Yeah, but you get more votes with more Juno, so it's not decentralized. Juno is not decentralized. They're full of shit, right? And we're holding a lot of Juno, right? Wait, what is it? Hold on. Oh, by the way, fucking smash it, NPR Fresh Air.
Yeah. So just real quick. So the voting power, how that works. So this is the validator list for Juno. So this is the number one validator because he has over 2 million, almost 2.5 million Juno staked with him.
Yeah,
Right.
but they're butt buddies of.
So he has 8% of the vote. Cosmos Station has 7.86.
Right, so it's not decentralized.
So if you get the top, 10, 15 guys.
You go down to number 89.
What's number 89?
This video brought to you by Cosmostake.io, not the website, the Cosmos staking node, Cosmostake.io.
Yeah, so, all these guys on the bottom, like, I don't know. Let's see where it starts.
Did you
at
show
1%.
him number 89?
Yeah, I went to it.
But did you
Want to click on it?
Yeah, right there. Okay, there you go. That's who we use.
Staking for the free world.
Yeah, staking for the free world. Little flag there. Okay, we're the only non-egg roll staking node, so we use them. And because I mean, let's be honest, bro. Nobody wants egg rolls to touch their feet, right? That's why I go to Cuban girls for a pedicure. So if you need to stake Juno, this is a good option. There's another option called Zion. They're good, but that's the only two options we recommend. Juno is not decentralized. They're full of shit. And wait, do you think they want to know what I think?
So, sure.
I think that Core One and the devs are the ones who did these wallets, and they got caught. And now they're trying to get all the money into the community wallet so they can pay themselves for development.
So everyone from 24 to 125 on this list has less than 1% of voting power.
Less than 1%.
Yeah. The top 6 have 30%. So supposed to be decentralized, and because these validators have so many Juno staked with them, it becomes not decentralized. But the best thing you can do is just restake all your Juno with cosmostake.io and help the small guys, give them more power. All right, so that's proposals. Now to the proposal we are questioning. So this was started the 10th, and it's going until the 15th. So it says correcting the gamed stake drop, and they're just calling it that. They don't really know.
Yeah, they're like CNN, just pushing a narrative.
Yeah. So
unless, of course, they gamed it, which is what I think.
So it's proposed by Core One after numerous discussions with the community. By voting yes on this proposal, you agree to reduce the gamed whale address to 50,000. Whale cap that was originally set per entity prior to Genesis. So before Juno airdrop, they had that 50,000 airdrop cap. Note, the facts are that Juno Genesis stake drop was gamed by a single entity. Willingly or unwillingly, it is not relevant to this matter. The whale gamer poses a growing risk to the network, and the stake drop error may be corrected. Gamed funds were consolidated into one address right after Genesis, which proves that one entity had custody over all the addresses.
So if this dude did know all this inside shit and he set up all these wallets and he put 50,000 Atom in each wallet, why the hell would he send all the Juno to one wallet and tip his hand? Why would he do that?
So if this passes, right, they want to remove the funds from this guy's wallet. They want to send the funds to.
How do they do that?
I didn't know that was possible.
Let's use a lifeline, okay?
So while you get your lifeline going, so they want to send the funds to the community pool and leave 50,000 Juno to the address, which they think is fair. Now, there's not a rule that says you can't have multiple wallets.
Yeah.
Hey, caller, you are live on the air. We have a question.
Yeah.
Okay, so order of operations: upgrade, remove funds from Whale Gamer account and list wallet address. Send funds to community pool. Leave 50,000 Juno on the address. Fair share in parentheses. How will they remove a man's Juno from his wallet?
So it would have to. So when they say upgrade, they're gonna fork the chain.
And just his wallet?
Only his wallet will be changed. Yeah. The
Okay.
change will be committed, and it'll be the only change that is committed to the upgrade. Yeah.
Yes, so this is not crypto and this is not decentralized if these people can just take coins out of a man's wallet.
So yeah, that was definitely a concern when Ethereum did it. There was one of the largest hacks in crypto history happened, and Ethereum pretty much just said, okay, well, we're going to make a new chain where that didn't happen, and we're going to continue off that and not continue off the old one. So it's kind of subsequent what's happening with the Juno chain. Yeah.
So let me ask you this. If this person has their wallet and they see this proposal, of them saying we want to take all of the Juno away, why would he not get rid of it and sell it?
So the last time on Proposal 4, when this was initially proposed, they pretty much were like, we're okay with whatever decision you guys make, and we'll go with it. That was their stance when the initial proposal went. And then they gave assurances to the Juno community saying that they would only operate in good faith and they wouldn't do anything malicious to the chain. But the Juno community has seen what the wallet has been doing. A lot of people pay attention to this wallet daily. And they've been selling off almost all their rewards. They've been undelegating, chunks of 300,000, 250,000 Juno at a time. It's just stuff that doesn't make people feel comfortable.
Right, but if this proposal was in place and they're like, hey, by the end of this voting, you may or may not have all of your Juno taken, why wouldn't he just sell everything?
Yeah, like right now.
So I would and you would, and most people would, but we don't know exactly. We still have no idea who this is. We still have no idea what his ties are. We have no idea if he's under contract. We don't know anything. We don't know anything. I would assume they would have been sold almost already, judging that this proposal is going to pass.
Yeah, if Proposal 4 came out originally, he would have plenty of time to make a change.
But to be fair, the first proposal was pretty damn close to passing. So he didn't sell.
And the only reason people are going to say yes is because they just don't want their investment to be gone. They don't really care about.
So this person could single-handedly wipe out all liquidity that Juno has on any exchange. Yes.
Right.
Juno's not on any centralized exchange. No exchange owns a large, Coinbase, Binance. Nobody owns a large enough share of Juno to be like, okay, well, we will still have liquidity even if this guy wants to sell it all. It would completely wipe out Osmosis, completely wipe out Juno Swap. Any decentralized exchange that has Juno listed would go to zero. And without liquidity on an exchange, the coin is worth nothing. If there's nobody to buy it, nobody to hold a coin against it, it's worth zero.
Right. And so can one Core 1 guy, can one of them in the middle of the night taking a bunch of meth, can he fork the chain himself?
No, because the fork has to. There will be another after this proposal. I assume there will be another proposal to agree on the upgrade. It'll show all the changes that are done to this fork, and then it'll be at a certain point, and then boom, the fork will go active. No, someone could not just because that's the great proof of stake system. All the validators are holding an active consensus. So all the validators on Juno, you and I, are going to have to now go and download the snapshot of the forked chain, upload that into our validators, and then continue with the chain at that fork point, if that makes sense.
Right, but the validators have to agree on the fork, right?
Yes. Most validators, yes.
Well, if you get the top 10 validators, you're good.
No. So,
what percentage? When you say most is 51.
Yeah, I believe it's even more than 51, but yeah, it would have to be even fifth. So our votes is, our two validators would have the same amount of weight as, they're not actual votes. We're not voting on like a proposal, but us going with this change and, saying that, okay, we are going to maintain the ledger of this forked version of Juno.
So you're saying there's different voting weights. So it's not the regular percentage for proposals. It's a certain amount of validators, like 67.
When you need the validators to do something, when you need the validators to, go with a new upgrade or anything like that, they always has to have the majority of the validators. If they don't have the majority of the validators actively keeping up with this new chain, then they're going to be sending bad blocks, and those validators are going to get slashed and removed.
Yeah, no, we get that.
Yeah.
Do you think anybody's going to be disappointed or feel uncomfortable knowing that a group of people can just fork the block and take their fucking money whenever they don't like them?
It's not. If you say the group of people and you're talking about Juno community's entirety, then probably people who are in the community and that aren't, trying to work with what we have now and try to, do more than they should. Like I would say this whale wallet should have just been selling less than he actually is. He's selling the most amount he possibly could, and undelegating huge chunks at once just to cause this kind of uncertainty. I feel like if he's acting,
if he wanted to destroy the chain and Juno, he could do that. He hasn't done that. There's been proposals before. He kept it. So, they're like assuming that he's going to destroy the chain because he has the power. But
he's already been doing malicious things, selling off more than 50% of 120% APY on $150 million, or it's a lot more than that actually. I'm sorry. Let me get the actual numbers right.
We're live on the air right now.
So, but if the dude, how about we introduce a proposal for the fucking Core 1 to tell us how the dude found out about the max 50,000?
So like I said, what it looks like and what makes sense is that he was gaming initially the Osmosis airdrop, and the Osmosis airdrop also had a whale cap. It was like a fair drop kinda. So a whale cap of 50,000 Atom. So this guy goes to his investors and said, "Hey, we need to split all of our Atom into 25 different wallets, or 50 different wallets, and so we got 50,000 Atom each wallet, and we're all going to get the max Osmo drop." And so Osmo and Juno dropped around the same time. So all of a sudden, he goes, "Whoa, boom! We just are qualified for 2.5 million in Juno off of this also 50,000."
You think it was a mistake, or at least luck?
Big luck, yeah. And I know other people who probably did the same too. But this is definitely the largest scale. Having 50 wallets with 50,000 Atom. That's ridiculous, and that goes to call for all of these upcoming projects on how they're going to deal with people doing that, because we've talked about how you could recreate that for maximum airdrop and getting insane fucking airdrops, right? We talked about that, and it's a thing that people are doing. Everyone's doing it. So developers are really going to have to look at how they factor in these airdrops, and that's why I think the fair drops, even though they can be gamed the same way, it's not going to be 50,000 Atom of weight.
I mean, it's just weird that this is only an issue now that Juno is hitting all-time highs.
Yeah, and why don't they just burn the shit?
It was an issue in October. It was an issue right after the airdrop. But the person left all of the 50,000 in the individual wallets until Juno was listed on Osmosis, and it wasn't able to just restart the chain. If they had all consolidated all of the Juno into one wallet before they did Osmosis listings, before they had everybody
right, they could have started over.
They would have just restarted the chain and re-airdropped it and excluded those addresses.
Now, why not just burn his tokens?
Can you just burn these tokens?
Yeah, wouldn't that be a better proposal that makes them look like less unclean?
Yes, but
because they're talking about taking his Juno and using it for their benefit. They say it's for the developers' benefit and the community benefit, but really, who knows where it's going to go?
Why not burn it?
So we will know exactly where it goes. It will go exactly to the community fund spend wallet, which is locked behind governance and additional multi-sigs. So I do think that's a worse idea than burning it. I don't know why burning it hasn't been considered.
It's because the developers, they want the money.
Well, they're not. They don't have access to the money without proposal, right? So with this proposal, they could have just been like, "Oh, I want this, and I want all this money to go to Core 1 for development," right? That's not what this is.
Yeah, but
somebody wants it, or they would have burned it.
Eventually, it's going to get spent somewhere, and if you're one of the guys that you think it's going to get spent with, you'd be all for it.
Can we propose burning it?
Of course. I'm not positive if that's even possible, but if it is, it's always available through governance.
Good call. Well, you know what, caller? We really appreciate your expertise, and you'll be uploaded in the next 10 minutes.
Thanks.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
Well, that kind of explained a couple things.
All right, we're looking good.
Yeah, so it might be some shady stuff, but who wants... there was never a rule like, hey, you can't have 50 wallets. You just make new wallets.
Yeah, I mean, the vaccine's poison,
I'm not sure how that's relative.
Oh, shit, I got caught up in the wrong... Fucking smash it, NPR, fresh air. All right, how we looking? We good?
I think we're good.
Anyway, that's what's going on with Juno. Remember, Cosmo Stake for all your staking for Juno needs. And we're going to do...
So the proposer of that proposal has one Juno in his wallet. So what's he trying to hide?
That's a good point. We'd like to talk to you, mister. Come on the show live.
Let's trace this back a little bit.
Well, we're on 20 minutes. We should probably wrap it up.
All right.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.